morning, everyone. We have a whole lot of people here with us this morning who I'll be introducing in just a minute, but I want to first recognize two aldermen who are with me, who actually came up with the idea, brought it to our attention, and really helped us as we move forward. We have Alderman Chris Carter from the 27th Ward, in whose ward we're standing, and we have Alderwoman Cara Spencer from the 20th Ward, who is here with a lady, Beverly Beverly Hughes from her ward, who is going to be participating in the program as well. But let me get started with the program. You know, we're standing here on what appears to be, and we're here with Mr. Altorian Hawkins, who's with us. We're standing on a piece of property that appears to be his property. This is a house that he bought, and it appears to be his property, but this is not his property, at least not yet, and this is what this program is all about. The land we're standing on is actually owned by the city's Land Reutilization Authority, or called LRA. It's one of the nearly 4,000 small vacant lots in the city of St. Louis that sits next to somebody's home. These are properties, again, that are owned by LRA. It's our land banking organization. And frankly, a parcel like this one has the potential to become an eyesore unless diligent neighbors are willing to put in the work to keep it mowed, even though it's not their property. The city spends about $1.3 million a year mowing lots all over the city of St. Louis. But believe me, it's not enough. They're often a source of frustration for neighbors and a source of complaints to our citizen service bureaus. But that's a good thing. That means people actually care about their neighborhoods, and they want the city to do something about it, and they want them to clean it up. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources necessary to maintain these properties the way they really need to be maintained, and the way the people the people that live around the area really deserve. So we're giving lots like this one away for just $125 to next door neighbors who promise to maintain them. We call it mow to own. LRA will transfer the land and title to the neighbor if the individual is willing to put in a little sweat equity in the form of mowing the lawn and keeping it free of debris. If they fail to do so, LRA will take over the property again. We will give away the land. We will give away the land itself for free if they maintain it for a 2-year period of time. The $125 covers legal title, transfer, and lien should the owner fail to maintain his or her new property. But we are confident that that won't happen, at least not very often. We know that there's a lot of good neighbors like Mr. Hawkins who wants to see the lots put back to productive use. In return, they come off the city's mowing list and back onto the tax rolls. Mow to own is another piece of our concentrated effort to tackle vacancy and abandonment in the city. Just this March, we told you about Fresh Coast Capital coming to St. Louis to plant tree farms on 42 LRA-owned properties. And last December, we told you about our partnership with MSD to demolish about 1,600 of the worst abandoned buildings in the city. We also have two AmeriCorps teams creating a robust survey of the vacant land in the city of St. Louis so that we can better plan on ways to deal with these properties and, again, to get them back in productive reuse. Plus, I've created a new vacancy and blight task force headed up by Patrick Brown of my office, headed by Patrick Brown of my office, in a public-private partnership made up of city employees, nonprofits, residents, and developers. Some of our new members are with us here today, and including Naeem Gray, who's with us right here. So this also fits into our sustainability action agenda and on urban character, vitality, and ecology, and making LRA lots available at no cost for productive reuse of the land. I especially want to thank Alderman Cara Spencer and Chris Carter, in whose ward we are in today. We're in Chris's, as I said, for their interest in for their input and interest in tackling vacancy and putting lots like this one back to reuse. They brought this to our attention. They saw it happen in another city or other cities, and said, hey, you ought to be thinking about doing that. We looked at it, and of course, here we are today, So thank you both for your leadership and your great idea. And I want to thank the team you see here today for putting this program in place. We have Parks Director Greg Hayes and Forestry Commissioner Skip Kincaid. They see the challenges the lots like these face on a daily basis, especially now during mowing season. We have SLDC Director Otis Williams and LRA Director Laura Costello, who are constantly looking for new and innovative ways to return LRA property back to the tax rolls. This will help. And the Planning and Urban Design Director, Don Rowe, and Sustainability Director, Catherine Warner, have championed this effort all along. I want to thank all of you. We also have Alan Jankowski from Parks, Stephen Robbins of the Parks as well as Jerry Overman of Forestry. I'm sure I hope I got everybody that I'm supposed to be recognizing here today. But sure, it took a lot of people working together to bring this plan to fruition. And here we are standing on the first lot. Maggie has copies of the application so that if you have, you have all the details, and it has been posted online so people can begin applying for these small lots right away. With that, let me introduce the Alderman of the 27th Ward, Alderman Chris Carter.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and everybody that came out to support us with this mow-to-own process. This is something that Alderwoman Cara Spencer and I seen, I think, done in Memphis first. And we wanted to bring this to the city of St. Louis so that residents that have been maintaining lots like the one that we are standing on, that they could finally take ownership with their lot, of their lot without having to pay an extreme crazy cost. And so I just want to say thanks to the mayor, thanks to Laura Costello with LRA, and especially my colleague and my good friend Cara Spencer from the 20th Ward, because I think I'd seen the idea first, but she pushed it and she made me get it done as fast as we did. And so this is a great day for Walnut Park and for the 27th Ward and other wards similar to mine that have a high rate of LRA vacant lots. And so I think I have around 527 or 28 vacant lots in my ward alone. I think we have close to 400 that are available through this program. And so this is something that in the long run, we thought that it'd be great because, for one, Forestry spends a lot of time mowing these lots. I know I bother Skip on a daily basis, sending him all of these different lots that LRA own and begging him to cut them. So, hopefully this will free up more money for the city, but it'll also give Skip time to focus on other things that he has to do throughout the city. So, again, I want to say welcome to the 27th Ward, but also thank you to the mayor and to everyone that worked on this, especially my friend and colleague, Cara Spencer and Laura Costello. So thank you.
All right, very good, thank you. Anybody else speaking here today?
Sure, I'll say a
Yeah,
word
go
or two,
ahead.
Mr. Mayor.
Good. Please do.
Thank you, Alderman Carter.
Alderman Cara Spencer.
Sure. Again, thank you. I want to recognize Miss Beverly Hughes, a resident of the 20th Ward, who really, as Mr. Mayor pointed out, a lot of residents really care about what's going on their block. Beverly certainly does. She calls myself and Skip very often to make sure that we're getting the lots on her block mowed. This is a great opportunity for her to take ownership of some of those lots that tend to become problematic. In the 20th Ward, we have about a 1 square mile where we have over 70 vacant city-owned parcels next to homes. And so this is really going to make a difference in our neighborhoods, and really hope that we can get the word out and make a difference across the city. And I echo Alderman Carter's gratefulness to Mr. Mayor and Skip Kincaid and Otis and everybody, Laura Costello, everybody here has made a really concerted effort to make sure we get this program up and running this year. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right.